Burrow will throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumbled a great field position. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll run with Foreman. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, Darnold. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have come back to make it a 2-point game. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. This ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Oh, he dropped the church's money. He dropped the church's money.
Almost had it, but third down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum.
One more down, fellas. One more down.
Incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Watch that slant in the middle. They got to be throwing it to Hay and Hurst.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11.
Either 85, 1.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Try to lay one up deep.
Oh, come on, baby. Good defense. Now we need to come back with the offense.
Turn it over. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's Foreman. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted.
Hey, that's on me, King. I wasn't even going there. Dad keep calling my fucking Terrence. The short plays was getting.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on.
I'm going to play action. Go wrong.
DJ Moore. For a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early?
Oh, pass interference.
Both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
We should be on the one.
One of them break away and take control of this game.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Hey, we stay in the front top.
Come on, we ain't got no seconds. We're going to need this.
Now Darnold keeps it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Sam Darnold. As time expires in the first half, and the Panthers have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Darnold.
Jump up this bitch. We good.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Takes it at the 7. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone
That's what
several
can play
times.
working every time you get to the outside.
Most importantly,
Yeah,
partner,
cut your mic
They
off.
went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Darnold on first down. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he takes his 35 before being out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
But they keep doing the same play. Keep going that R1 play. Keep going that nigga right over there.
First down, here's Burrow. Looking deep downfield.
Ah, he burnt. You
He's
gotta stop
got a
pressing.
man
You
complete.
gotta stop pressing.
Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon, 57 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. We were just saying off air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Right.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you
Guard
think to
the middle.
yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan,
Got him.
did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
I told you, I knew he was
not,
going
but
to
they got it in a
either
big
who
way.
more for him. Listen.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's going to look deep for more. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
That's that guy, J.C.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, touchdown!
30-yarder with Sam Darnold. Come on now, baby.
Sam Darnold with his second.
He back flipping, man. You know this shit,
the
fake.
Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on.
This nigga Darnold hitting all these.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Hey, I forced that one. I ain't even see who it was. I just threw that
Panthers
shit.
are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Oh! That was a good one.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow, open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 48 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
11,
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
That pass complete to Moore. And some room to run now. Finding space at the 40. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Foreman. And some room to work. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hubbard will will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I like...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that?
Man, I had 2 good ones.
Something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
That one taken in by T.
They trying to play like this. I told Dad we got to keep playing short and quick. That's what he's trying to do now. He don't want to go deep no more. He's scared.
He's going to have a 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one drops down.
See how quick Jeremy King gets on them plays.
Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals.
Defense is ass.
Yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more
Our running game been looking good. I'm going to keep it down for the first couple plays. Do some of that clock.
On to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
I was a little nervous, but I put it in there.
And we've got a 1-score game.
Yes, sir.
14 on that.
Won't never forget that guy.
A carry for Foreman. And that'll hurt the average a bit.
The performance could have been real life, no kidding.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Probably just going to fail, though.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This is up and good from Pinheiro, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Running room at the 50, look out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. His caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense is going to get this ball back. So no turnover at the final gun, and this game is over.
Hey, can you post the Panthers real quick? Can you click the Panthers too? Yo, Barry. Yeah. Can you click anybody or no? Yeah, I think it's lag. Because I quit.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold, his throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He's got room at the 30. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd down and goal. Darnold. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sam Darnold, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now it's Darnold. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Fields this way up at the 17. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he is finally stopped. Boy, he almost made it, but not quite. Down around the 5-yard line. What a return. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run for it with Henry, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are back within a couple of the lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. LaVisca Chenault, 75 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 41, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what did I say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and inches, Tannehill. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw is Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The slot man in motion right. Off of play action, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Again, he finds Moore. And some room to maneuver. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 40 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now it's Tannehill.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it again with Henry. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2. It puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans are back within a score.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. 72 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deontay Foreman. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll work down inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. This throw nearly intercepted.
For this.
A big D-line that almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. It's Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Darnold. There's another one complete to Shenault. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pignol is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Darnold. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted,
Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A 1st down throw. Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Uses the stiff arm and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into...
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go. Blue check. Yellow, blue, red.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 32. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, Andre Roberts. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this one is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by D.J. Moore. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Panthers have moved out in front. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, moving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 40, 20, 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack up, first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa dancing to his left. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mostert. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 34 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught at the 2. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Again, Elbert Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to rifle one deep left side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't
trying
able
to
to
throw it to y'all, he
capitalize on it.
throws
Now,
the
something that
fucking
could
ball
come back
off
and
the
haunt
route.
them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tua now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Sanders now to kick this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And there he goes again. 30, 10, 5, touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Moore, the man in motion. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped it. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass. Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. On first down, they go with Mostert again. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let it get the corner, turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 65 yards. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's Mostert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series,
hey,
the
Key,
best
I see
teams,
you over
that's
there.
how they get it done.
Running back. I'm trying not to throw
whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Yeah, I'm trying not to throw nothing fucking stupid.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And room there to work it inside the 25. 152 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on. A carry for Foreman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's in
so you're saying the guy down the final
seconds. Forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
really ain't got
The
no time
Dolphins
left.
at the line, ready for their next drive.
They're gonna have to
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game. It's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just run the jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up the scoring them, boy. I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Let's go, turn it up, baby. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with the band. Crowd going wild, dive in the fan. I'm locking in on a mission, I turn on my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. But soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head
they
in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up. Money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start the drive here with an end around.
What the fuck?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Darnold. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Room here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 70 yards. And the Panthers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the throw
this bruh, this nigga ass, bro. We playing Patty Mahomes, and he being stupid. Bro, this nigga finna get this shit, bro. You hear me, kid? He finna get this
key
shit,
3rd down throws.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And some room to roll now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, you know just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Confident.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 69 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play?
What is that?
Stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Again, Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Yeah, I just don't.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Gets past one man. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And he fires one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold a sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Sam Darnold, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll begin by running the option. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On the give, this is Hubbard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he will take it across for a first touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line. And the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
We need to guard it.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes rolling to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
Oh, I can't get to him.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now.
Stop,
field
kid.
goal here.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now Chenault on the end around. And some room to work.
Hey, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought he was running up the middle.
A good pickup of 28 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
$14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Here's Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Foreman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. When the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Finding Hardman, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Oh, he fakes a spike. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air. 4 to 5
straight dubs, man.
Whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.